All right. For everyone joining right now, we're going to be getting started in about 8 minutes. I always start the live stream 10 minutes early so people could kind of get some time to get ready and prepare themselves instead of me just starting immediately and then to start talking about what we're going to be doing. No one's going to be able to get on or get on the live stream on time. So if you're watching from YouTube or you're replaying this, just skip 10 minutes forward and get right into the workout. Otherwise, stick with me and we'll get started in 7 minutes. All the details of what we're doing in the class, as well as the disclosure, is also on the event page. So if you want to get ahead of the game and see what we're doing before I actually explain it, be a bit more prepared, I guess, you could go to the event page and click the picture I've used on the top, and that'll explain everything we're doing in the class, including the equipment. I'm going to go over that anyways, but it's just there for you if you do want to look at it. Also, Brienne's not here today to help out with me and to hold Leo back. So Leo is going to be kind of annoying sometimes in terms of interrupting the workouts. I'll try my best to keep him on the futon there. But he is going to jump off because he thinks I'm playing with him when I work out. He's also wearing a sweater right now because he has a hot spot on his armpit he keeps trying to lick. So he has a no-no sweater on right now, so he doesn't lick there. And then just make sure you have some water too. It's going to be hard to run away to get water when the actual class starts. About 4 more minutes and we'll get started. And if you're joining just right now, like I mentioned, I start the live stream early so people can get prepared in case they didn't know this live stream was happening. I don't like explaining right when the live stream starts either, just because I know it takes people a few minutes to get on and get prepared. Once again, if you're watching from YouTube, skip straight to 10 minutes, and that's when the actual workout will start, or warm up and workout will start. we'll just enjoy each other's company until 11 o'clock. Well, I guess in the meantime, if you are here early, in terms of equipment, all you need is something low, like a crate, for step-ups and Bulgarian split squats, and then a backpack that's loaded to make front squats and lunges challenging for you. And then just a floor surface that's stable, that won't slip around, because there are going to be some lateral forward backwards movements as well. So just make sure that the surface you're using isn't slippery, hard on the joints. And make sure you have some water as well. Morning, Leanne. Morning, whoever's behind PSP Winnipeg. Two more minutes and we'll get started. All right, it's 11 o'clock, so we'll get started. Morning, Leona. So my name is Sean. I'm one of the fitness and sport instructors at the 17 Wing Canadian Air Force Base in Winnipeg. Today's session is a power hour. It's an hour-long live stream, and for this session specifically, we're going to be focusing on 3 different things in 3 different circuits. So the first circuit is going to focus on single leg linear acceleration, so your ability to accelerate from the sprinting position or from the prone position as well. 2, your change of direction ability, or agility put simply. Well, it's not agility, but it's kind of like agility. And 3, leg stability and strength. So we're going to be focusing on those 3 circuits, focusing on each of the aforementioned components in the respective order. So in the order that I just mentioned there. In terms of music, I'm not going to be playing any. Please pick your own music that motivates you to get more psyched up. Point number 4 is the liability disclosure. So I'll say that now. In response to COVID-19, PSP is offering telefitness to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the telefitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel become accessible to all. Prior to participating in the session and to make an informed decision on whether you should seek advice from a qualified exercise professional or healthcare provider, consult the Get Active questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference document, simply by clicking the links below. So there's going to be links in the event page if you haven't seen those yet. By continuing with this telefitness class, you understand that there is a possibility of physical injury, and you agree that you do so voluntarily at your own risk. You also assume all risk of injury and agree to release the Canadian Forces Moral and Welfare Services from any and all claims related to your participation in this telefitness class. So once again, that's on the event page if you need to go look at those reference documents before you get started. Point number 5 is just equipment. The equipment for today is a low box for step-ups and Bulgarian split squats. So here I have a yellow milk crate. And then you need a backpack loaded for front carry squats and deadlifts. So for whatever weight will be challenging for those types of movements. So the squat and hinge mechanics. And then just make sure the mat or surface you're on is stable enough for you to be able to move and change directions without you slipping and injuring yourself. So my basement is luckily floored with low impact matting, which is really good for that. Just make sure that you have something you won't slip very easily on and hurt yourself. And then just make sure you have water. It's going to be very tough to run away from the circuit to grab water because the rests are kind of short. Other than that, if there's no questions or concerns, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way and we're going to get started with that warm-up. Now with my warm-ups, I always like to start at the hips and then move my way downwards. So we're going to be starting at the glutes. And we're going to be starting with hip openers. Bring that knee up as high as you can and bringing it outwards, alternating sides. We're going to do about 10 times per side. And then once you do about 10 per side, we're going to reverse the direction and do hip closers. One thing I forgot to mention is Brianne's not here helping me out today. So she's not able to hold Leo back. There's going to be quite a few times where he tries to play. I can't keep him in a room. Whoops, I stepped on this ball. I can't keep him in a room because he just cries and it's really frustrating. So you'll have to bear with me as he thinks I'm playing with him. All right, after that, we're going to do some floor sweeps. So back leg bent, front leg straight, hinge the hips, sweep the floor to get a big dynamic stretch in the hamstrings. And we'll alternate sides. After that, we're just going to move the shoulders for a little bit. We're going to do some arm circles going forward. And then arm circles going backwards. Then we'll do arm swings side to side. Arm swings up and down. Then we'll hold the arms at 90 degrees. We're going to internally rotate and externally rotate, back and forth, firing up those rotator cuff muscles. All right, We're going to go into a nice light jog now, so we're going to start ramping up the heart rate a little bit. Get some blood flow into the calves too. Hold this for about 20 more seconds. And then we'll switch to some butt kicks. Bringing the heel to the butt. Cooling down. All right, we'll switch to high knees. You're gonna hurt yourself, Leo. And then back to a light jog. All right, we're gonna start with some ins and outs. Nice and easy at first. And we're going to slowly ramp up the pace. Getting quicker and quicker at your own pace. All right, let's go max speed now. Slow down now. We're going to do some more mobilizations for the lower body now, starting with the reverse lunge. So we're going to take a big step backwards, lunge down, and come back up. Alternating sides. Hey, lay down. Lay down. All right, alternating sides. We're going to do about 5 per side total, or 10 total. Combined with both the legs. All right, after that, we're going to do some body weight squats, coming down nice and slowly, keeping the heels on the ground, coming back up. Do 5 total. After that, we're going to take a big step backwards with that foot. Bring both the hands down. We're going to take that hand by the foot, bring it all the way up into full extension, coming back down as low as you can go. We'll do that 5 times on one side, 5 times on the other side. Awesome. And that should be good for the warm-up. So grab some water. Take it easy for a little bit. All right, so like I mentioned, circuit number 1 is going to be focusing on single leg linear acceleration. It's going to be a 3 exercise EMOM, so every minute on the minute for those 3 exercises. And we're going to do 4 rounds total for those 3 exercises. So for minute 1, it's going to be, minute 1 is going to be an explosive step up, 4 to 6 reps per side. So we're going to be focusing on explosion, and then the rest of the minute is going to be dedicated to rest. So exercise number 1, get your low box step up out. You're going to get into that step up position, make sure the hips are nice and square, and then you're exploding up, using your hands to really help with that movement, or your arms. After you do 4 to 6 reps on one side, you'll do 4 to 6 reps on the other side, and then rest. We're going to get a lot of rest because I want the focus to be on explosion and getting a really good contraction out of that muscle. Minute number 2 is going to be a plyo lunge. You could also alternatively do just a reverse lunge, but for the plyo lunge, you're going to get into that reverse lunge position or split squat position. I'll go to a 45-degree angle. You're going to come up and back down. Once again, 4 to 6 reps per side, and then resting for the rest of second minute. On minute number 3, you're doing a single leg deadlift with a hop. So what it's going to look like from a side view is you're going to do your single leg deadlift, and then you're going to hop up. Now, if that's a little bit too much, you could alternatively remove the hop and just do the single leg deadlift if the hop is a little bit too much. You can also have that back leg for support all the way to the front leg and just do a single leg deadlift like so, focusing on exploding, getting a good contraction. 4 to 6 reps per side. So once again, explosive step up for minute number 1 with the plyo box. Minute number 2 is that plyo lunge, 4 to 6 reps per side, then resting the rest of the minute. And then minute 3 is a single leg deadlift with a hop, 4 to 6 reps per side. I'll wait 30 seconds to see if anyone has any questions, then we'll get started. So it won't be as fatiguing because the focus is more so on explosion, getting a really good contraction. All right, 4 rounds total. Remember, you're not going to be getting that tired as you usually do with my circuits because today's focused on power. With power, we want to focus on good technique, getting a really good contraction, exploding as hard as you can, and then resting so you can keep that intensity up. So starting the first minute in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice square hips. Up, up, up. I'll do the other leg from a side view so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing. All right, so not too bad. That took 30 seconds, and then we're going to rest for the other 30 seconds. Go at your own pace. If you want to do the reps a bit more slowly, a bit more quickly, that's up to you. As long as the technique is good, you're stable. All right, so minute number 2 is going to be that plyo lunge. We're going to get started in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So one side first. So I'm doing 5 reps for this one. That's what feels comfortable for me. All right, and then we're resting. Knees are a bit janky today, so I'm definitely taking it easy. Listen to your body when it needs the rest. I also worked out right before this, so bad idea. Minute number 3, single leg deadlift with the hop. 3, 2, 1, go. Stabilizing, stabilizing, explode. Stabilizing, explode. All right, that's 4 reps. Time for the other side. All right. Remember to explode hard. I'm personally not exploding super hard just because my knees do need a little bit of a rest. So I'm taking it slightly easier for myself on this workout. It's really important to listen to your body. Doesn't mean you can't work out. It just means you need to modify, change the intensity a little bit. So that's 1 round. Going back to the first one now. Back to that low box. Getting started in 3, 2, 1, go. So exploding up. Controlling the descent. And then switching sides. So now I'll do a side view. All right, we're resting the rest of the minute. Once again, minute number 2 is that plyo lunge. Getting started in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. All reps on one side first. And all reps on the other side now. Awesome. Resting for the rest of the minute. Once again, minute number 3 is that single leg deadlift with the hop. All right. Getting started in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, time for the other side. And we're resting. Once again, if that takes too much balance, you could also just do a single leg deadlift with the rear leg supporting you, just like so. And focus on that explosion too. Did you just toot, Leo? You okay? All right, going back to that first exercise again, the explosive step up in 3, 2, 1, go. Explode up, control the descent. All right, resting the rest of the minute. We're on round 3 right now. Getting ready for that plyo lunge now. In 3, 2, 1, go. Switching sides. Awesome. Resting the rest of the minute. Minute number 3, third round, single leg deadlift with the hop. Once again, I apologize for my puppy. He has to be by me at all times, no matter what. Brianne's not here to look after him. All right, 5 seconds out. 3, 2, 1, go. Single leg deadlift, explode up. Oops, regain your balance if you're losing it. Awesome. So that's round number 3. One more round to go. Remember, once again, there's options for everything. So if you don't want to do the fully explosive step up, you could just do a standard step up. For the plyo lunges, you could just do a standard lunge. For the deadlift with a hop, the single leg deadlift with a hop, you could also just do a single leg deadlift or a standard deadlift as well. All right, here we go. Back to those plyo hops in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Resting the rest of the minute. I would actually have sprinting drills, but there's no room in here. And I know a lot of people don't have that room. All right, plyo lunges. In 3, 2, 1, go. Other side. Awesome. One more exercise to go. The last round, I'm just going to do explosive single leg deadlifts instead of the hop, just because my technique's starting to fall apart a bit. Therefore, I'm going to level it down a little bit to try and still get a good contraction. Come here, bub. 10 seconds out. Come on, bub. Jump up. No, you want to be right in front of the screen? I guess he's just there then. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Single leg deadlift. Explode up. Explode up. Explode up. Just 4 reps per side for me. If you want to do more, that's up to you. All the way on the front leg. Back leg is just for support. Explode up. All right, that's it for the first circuit. So that's single leg linear acceleration done. We'll rest a couple minutes, recuperate a bit, and I'll explain circuit number 2 while you guys are resting. So circuit number 2 is going to focus more so on change of direction ability. So lateral movements, 180-degree turns, so on and so on. The first exercise, there's going to be 3 exercises total. Each exercise is going to have 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds of rest for 3 rounds total. So the first exercise is going to be a hand release push-up with the lateral bound. I'll demonstrate below. So where you do the lateral bound depends on what side you're starting on. So I'll start on this side here. I'm going to do a push-up, hand release, step up. I'm going to step up with that outside leg and then bound to the other side. And then I'm going to come down. Hand release, bound with that outside leg, back and forth, exploding as much as you can for 20 seconds. Now, if that's a bit too intense for the knees, you can alternatively do just a lateral lunge, going as deep as you feel comfortable. So if that's too deep, you can just do partial range of motion for 20 seconds. So that's exercise number 1, the hand release push-up with a lateral bound or just a lateral lunge. Exercise number 2 is lateral hops over the backpack. So I have a backpack right here. For 20 seconds, you're going to stay light on the feet, light as a feather, bounding per side for 20 seconds straight. If that's too much, you could also just do a lateral hop, going as quick as you can as a low intensity option. So that's exercise number 2. Exercise number 3 is once again a hand release push-up with a 180-degree turn. So instead of the lateral movement, you're turning 180 degrees. So hand release push-up, up, turn, hand release push-up. So a lot of coordination going on with that. Just practicing that movement, turning, going back and forth. If you have the space, you could also do a bit of a sprint while doing that. I have no low intensity option for that one, but just go at your own pace. So the faster you go will dictate the level you're at. I'll wait 30 seconds to see if anyone has any questions or concerns. So once again, hand release push up with the lateral bound, first exercise. Lateral hops over the backpack, second exercise. And the hand release push up with a 180-degree turn, third exercise, focusing on that change of direction ability. "20 seconds of work, 40 seconds of rest, 3 rounds total." All right, if no one has any questions or concerns, we're going to get started with those hand release push-ups, the lateral bound. So once again, dictate the intensity. If you want to do a bigger bound, that's up to you. If you need to recover, do a smaller bound, or just switch to those lateral lunges. 20 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and rest for 40. He doesn't like me doing those. 40 seconds rest, shake it out a little bit. Exercise number 2 are those lateral hops over the backpack. Or lateral shuffle over the backpack. Just go as quick as you can. Five seconds out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And rest, 40 seconds. Shake it off a bit, walk around, grab some water if you need it. Whew. Number 3 is that hand release with the 180 turn. There's no one there, Bob. Hey, bed. Come on. Come here. Nope, doesn't feel like listening today. All right, 5 seconds out. 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. All right. One round down. 2 more to go. Whew. Once again, go at your own pace or modify the exercise. Like I said, there's options for everything. If you have any questions or concerns, just bring it to my attention and I could make that change for you and show you. All right, 10 seconds out, hand release push-up with a lateral bound. 3, 2, 1, go. Get down, hand release push-up, push off with that outside leg. Hand release push-up, push off with that outside leg. Remember, go at your own pace. And rest for 40 seconds. Shake it off. I should not have worked out before this class. I thought I would squeeze it in, but it's not paying off now. He hears himself barking on my phone. And he's barking at it. It's a vicious loop. All right, lateral hops over the backpack. Getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, light as a feather when you're touching the ground. Like a bird landing on a tree branch. And time, 40 seconds rest. Whew. He does not like those. What are you doing? Where are you going? All right, so exercise 3, hand release push-up with that 180-degree turn. Getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Still got some time. Keep going. And time. 40 seconds rest. It's 2 rounds down. 1 to go. Maybe I'll turn the sound off my phone. He keeps hearing himself and keeps barking at it. He's so dumb. You're a dum-dum, Leo. All right, back to exercise number 1, the hand release push-up with a lateral bound. He might get in the way here, so I might have to stop. Getting started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, end time. 40 seconds rest. Hey, no biting. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. Stay. All right. Exercise number 2. Our lateral hops over the backpack. I almost forgot. Leo's distracting me. He's my baby boy, so I can't lock him up because he's just going to cry the whole time. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Lateral hops, 20 seconds. Light as a feather. Keep that spring in your step. And time. 40 seconds rest. One more exercise to go. Whew. Awesome work, everyone. Whew. Remember, go at your own pace, go at your own speed. Just try to explode to the best of your ability. Here we go, getting started in 3, 2, 1, go. Time. All right. Circuit number 2 complete. Walk it off a little bit, shake those legs a little bit. Grab some water. Go grab some water, Leo. Go take a break. You worked hard. Okay. Go under there. Thanks, Fiona. Leo's passing his energy on to me. Yeah, Leanne, some of these exercises aren't very easy. But there's different levels for everything, so I try to make it challenging for everyone, and hopefully everyone's happy with this. That watches it on YouTube later and so on. So circuit number 3 is going to focus a little bit more on strength and stability. So all the exploding stuff is kind of done, out of the way now. We're probably too tired to explode at this point. So we're going to do some single leg strength and stability now. So once again, it's going to be like the first circuit. It's going to be a 3 exercise EMOM every minute on the minute. Every exercise is going to have 6 to 8 or 8 to 12 reps. And there's 3 different exercises total. We're doing 3 rounds. So minute number 1 is that split stance RDL, except we're going to be using some weight now. So in the first circuit, we were doing that, but with the explosion. This time we're adding some load, some intensity to it via weight. So for that split stance RDL, we're doing 6 to 8 reps per side. So split stance, whatever leg you want to start with, the front leg is going to have all the weight. The back leg is going to have no weight. It's just there for support and stability. You're going to hinge at the hips, lift up, down slowly. Reset, up, 6 to 8 reps per side. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is a Bulgarian split squat, 6 to 8 reps per side. So once again, use that low box or use something else like a coach if you have it. I'm going to be using my coach, but you could just as well use a low box. You're just going to raise that rear leg, 6 to 8 reps per side. You could also use weight if you want to, or you just go body weight. This is a tough exercise. Getting low, but making sure that knee's not touching the ground, just getting close. 6 to 8 reps per side. Exercise number 3 is just a single leg calf raise. So once again, you can do that on that low box. I don't trust the stability of this one because it's very light, and going on the edge of it means it's going to tip forward towards me. So I'm just going to be doing a single leg calf raise, body weight, just like so. Up. If you lose balance, use that foot for support while you do it. 6 to 8 reps per side. We'll get started in a couple minutes. If anyone has any questions before we get started, I'll address them. For a couple minutes is a bit long. I mean, we'll get started in about a minute or 30 seconds. If anyone has any questions or concerns, I'll answer them now. Alternatives, if you don't like the split stance RDL, you could just do a standard RDL. If you don't like the Bulgarian split squat, you could just squat with the backpack as well. So instead of going single leg, just use both legs at the same time to make it lower intensity. And then for the single leg calf raise, if those aren't good, just do both legs at the same time, 6 to 8 reps. Focusing on getting a really good contraction. All right, if there's no questions or concerns, we'll get started with that split stance RDL, 6 to 8 reps per side. So I'm going to go with the low end, 6 reps per side. Do more if you want to do more. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Resting for the rest of the minute, and then we're going to do those Bulgarian split squats or just a standard squat. That's up to you. $15 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. 6 to 8 reps per side. I'm going to do 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And resting for the rest of the minute. Awesome work, everyone. Whew. Last one is that single leg calf raise. I'm going to do both the legs at the same time. Once again, I should be taking it a little bit easier because I did make the mistake of exercising right before this. But if you want to do both one leg at a time, get some more load out of it, that's up to you. Getting started in 3, 2, 1, go. Explode up, slow down. Don't bounce. If you bounce, you start using that elastic energy stored in the tendon. You want to focus on getting more muscle. This is strength, not plyometrics, not power. If you do need balance, you could hold onto the wall while you do it as well. And that'll allow you to get a stronger contraction because you're not controlling where your body's falling forwards and backwards. So that's an option as well. So that's one round done. We're going back to those split stance RDLs now in about 15 seconds. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mirror, all the weight on that front leg. The back leg is just for stability and control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey Leo, don't chew on that. He's being the worst right now. I swear he's a better dog than this. One more minute. He's never chewed on the wall like that before. He's just doing it because I'm not giving him attention. All right, so exercise number 2 is that Bulgarian split squat. 6 to 8 reps per side. Once again, you can do just a squat. Hold the backpack if you would like for some more load. That's up to you. All right, getting started in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Shake it off a little bit. We're going to do those calf raises next. Whew. That's the other thing too. Leo slept through my whole workout before this, so now he has the energy. All right, getting started with those calf raises. Actually, I'll do them on the screen here so you can see. In 3, 2, 1, go. Explode up, control it on the way down as best as you can. All right, and resting. So Mary, you don't want to bounce with those calf raises. 99% of people in the gym I see go on the calf raise machine and do this. You're not hitting the muscle by doing that. You're just using the elastic properties of your tendons, momentum to help you out with those reps. You're not actually targeting the muscle as much if you do that. There's a time and place for bouncing and bounding in terms of athletics, getting more jumping power. But if you want to focus on the muscle, focus on the strength of the calf, you want to be able to control it. All right, going back to that first exercise. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and rest. I know to truly develop power and strength, you want to rest more than 2 minutes, maybe up to 5 minutes even between exercises. But due to the nature of the class, because it's only an hour long, we're resting a little bit shorter, so we're not getting the full benefits. If you do this on your own time though, take that extra rest, focus on exploding. All right, exercise number 2, here we go. Bulgarian split squat in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. One more exercise to go. Awesome work, everyone. We're almost there. Merrick, control those calf raises, down slowly. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Explode up, down slowly. Pause at the bottom too. You don't want to bounce. All right, and shake it off. If your heart rate's kind of up there, walk around for a couple minutes. We're entering the cool down now. So I don't want all the blood to pool in the lower body. If your heart rate's really high right now, I want you to walk around a little bit and safely lower that heart rate. While doing that, grab some water. Awesome work today, everyone. After we're done walking around for a couple minutes, we're going to do some static stretches, primarily for the lower body, because today's workout was mostly lower body. And in the meantime, if you have any questions about anything, whether about it's building 90 or anything happening at the base, I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. Or if it's questions about exercising, programming, I'll try to answer that too, if anyone has any questions. But looks like we only have 2 viewers, so I doubt anyone's asking any questions. But for the people on YouTube, we'll get started with those stretches. All right, first stretch we're gonna do, once again, kind of like the warm up, I like to start at the hips and then hips in the trunk and then work my way down to the extremities. So the first thing we're gonna do is for the trunk and the glutes a little bit. One leg straight, one leg at 90 degrees, pull that across, trying your best to keep the upper back on the ground. Exhaling as you do so. We'll hold that for 20 seconds. What you doing, Leo? And switch sides. Trying your best to keep the upper back down. Exhaling. All right, now we're going to hit the glutes, the piriformis muscle a little bit. Same thing, one leg straight, one leg at 90. This time though, we're grabbing the knee with the same side hand. Opposite hand, we're grabbing the ankle. We're pulling up, and then opposite hand, we're pulling inwards with the ankle. Stretching all those external rotators in the hip. That includes the glute, the piriformis muscle, other smaller muscles that I forgot their name. We'll hold this for 15 more seconds. All right, switch sides. Once again, knee on the same hand. Opposite hand, you're pulling inwards at that ankle, hitting all those external rotators in the hip. All right, we're gonna get the front of the thigh now, that quad muscle. We're gonna lay on the side, grab the ankle of the top leg. If you can, try to get that ankle on top of the knee. That forces you into a bit of a deeper stretch, forces your hip to extend a little bit more. You will feel a deeper stretch if you can get into this position. All right, and switch sides. All right, next up is the hamstring. One leg straight. This is the modified hurdler stretch. What we're gonna do though, is we're gonna bring that leg all the way across. That way your pelvis gets locked in place. And when you go for the stretch, you're gonna feel more of a stretch on the outside hamstring than the inside one, just because that pelvis is locked into place because of the way the other leg is. You won't be able to reach as far, but it'll feel slightly different. All right, switch sides. All right, the last muscle group, and probably one of the most heavily used muscle groups today because of all the bouncing and bounding and power exercises, is probably the calves. So what we're going to do is we're going to get on the hands and the feet. We're going to go on one leg. We're going to drive that heel on that one leg into the ground. And switch sides. All right, and relax. That's a wrap, everyone. Thank you for joining. And for those of you on YouTube or watching this on Facebook later, thanks for watching. If anyone has any feedback that are watching this afterwards and they're still watching right now, if they have any feedback in terms of how to increase viewership or how to reach more people, please bring it to our attention. I noticed that our account's a little bit lower lately, and I don't think it's because people aren't interested, but I think it's because it's not being spread enough, or not enough people know that PSP Winnipeg, like military members and stuff, necessarily know about these. And I think the core of it is it's not spread well enough. I'm not too sure if that's the case, but that's what I feel it might be. So if anyone has any feedback in terms of increasing viewership or kind of like social media tips to spread your class before it happens, please bring it to our attention. Please comment on how you do it. I really like to increase the viewership a little bit. But other than that, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Have a great weekend. That was a good class today.